Alright, y'all probably didn't expect another Street Fighter 6 video, but we going at it back to back. Listen, I'm really hyped to see how this game looks, and 100% we need to talk about the starting roster. Alright, so you know who we not gonna put in this list? I'm telling y'all right now, before we even get any further. Where he at? Where is his big... I dislike this character so much, we gotta make a whole new tier. It took me about like a whole 2 minutes to find him. EHONDA? Hell no. No. Make him DLC. Don't put him in the base roster. I hate EHONDA. All my homies hate EHONDA. Who is actually asking for EHONDA unless you like that archetype of character? I know you ain't never asked for EHONDA in the game since forever.
Why are you the way that you are?
When I believe it needs to be successful. I mean, that's why a lot of Capcom games get slandered for, at least in the last decade. I wanted to make this video so bad, so I legit re-downloaded Street Fighter 5 Championship Edition for this video.
I ain't gonna lie, I'm getting cooked.
Cause I'm just stupid and I'm stupid hype. Also, we know we're not getting news for Street Fighter 6 until summer of 2022, which at the earliest is to mid to end June of this year or whatever, you know what I'm saying? That means Capcom can go silent about Street Fighter 6 until 4 to 8 months from now. So let me do this now, but I think one of the biggest turnoffs for many people the last decade with Capcom fighting games have been the character rosters. Street Fighter 5 launched with 16 characters, and honestly, I think the problem is not the amount of characters, it's just who they pick. Like no Gao and Akuma. I know people were like, psych! So disclaimer, I'm going to make a list of anywhere from 16 to 20 characters on launch. It's going to be a wish list that I think people will want, and some characters that will be unique to see as well. Some including characters I would love to see also. Shh. This is my video. I get to have some discretion here. Alright, I believe a good healthy starting roster is anywhere more than 15 characters. People want variety, and no way in hell they will put a Smash Ultimate and go everyone is here. I would love that, but the way Capcom in the fighting game division is right now, I don't think it'll be possible with the money and the bread coming from them in that department. I'm speculating a launch roster of about 15 to 20 characters. I made a video on why small fighting game rosters are amazing like last year, but to sum it up, as long as the characters have life, feel good, and not dry, I don't think the roster numbers matter. That being said, if you enjoyed today's video, hit the subscribe button. Subscribing is free for your boy. Support me, man, and hit the like button. Also, leave a comment down below on who you would like to see in Street Fighter 6. You already know what to do, so let's get right into the roster wish list for Street Fighter 6. So I already know Luke, the newcomer from Street Fighter 5, and the main protagonist of Street Fighter 6 is in the game along with the GOAT, Ryu. However, to avoid the Street Fighter 5 problem, we gotta make sure all original characters are in the game from the OG. Well, specifically Street Fighter Vanilla and maybe Street Fighter 2 Turbo, okay? So I'm just gonna say these characters: Ken, Chun-Li, Cammy, Bison, Gao, and I can't stand grapplers, and M. Bison. I feel like it's super important to make sure you keep the original characters people love Street Fighter 4 in the game. Also, we know the game, assuming based on the logo, will be a very different approach from the other Street Fighter games. So expect some newer characters from Street Fighter 5 and some original characters for Street Fighter 6. Also, I can't speculate original characters coming to the game, which Capcom is most likely going to do with Street Fighter 6. It just doesn't make sense. Like, how I'm supposed to predict the future of something they already drawn I ain't never seen. I think the best I can say is, we got, since the Street Fighter 6 logo looks more urban or Third Strike-ish, I think we just go get a character from Brooklyn.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
So, at this point though, we are at a total of 9 characters for Street Fighter 6. Now we gotta look at Street Fighter 5, and from the new characters, who should return. 100% Capcom gotta be high not to bring back Laura and Minot. Like, don't even look stupid or look at me for like, he horny. But I think popularity wise, those two characters have to be the coolest newcomers to come from Street Fighter 5. I will also love my Tarzan, Super Saiyan Nikali back, but I would love to see him return. I also think lore reasons will probably prevent that. What am I talking about? Street Fighter bring back anybody if they can and wanted to, regardless of being canon or not, right? Now we are on to the hard part. For my list, we have a theoretical 9 character slots left. Since how I believe this game is going to pretty much aim towards a more modernistic approach, Let's run it back to Third Strike right quick. And I instantly found a character that should 100% been in Street Fighter 5. She should be in Street Fighter 6. Where the hell is Makoto? She would have been dope in Street Fighter 5, especially with V-Trigger 2. We don't know what new gameplay mechanics or comeback system Street Fighter 6 will have. So when we will see it, by the way, this whole list could probably change. Now, the next characters I think should come together as a pair, and this might also be one of the most controversial picks in the game for some people. Yan and Yang, they gotta come to the game, bro. A lot of people really miss this character from Third Strike and Street Fighter 4, but some felt like if they added these characters in Street Fighter 5, they would be worse. I think these characters are really dope. Here's the twist though, to make them interesting for Street Fighter 6, I think they should work as a duo. Imagine like Zeku and Odode and Young Zeku from Street Fighter 5, but with like Yang and Yang switching in and out in combat. So at this point, the roster is Luke, Ryu, Ken, Chun-Li, Cammy, Bison, Gal, Zangief, M. Bison, Lore, Manat, Makoto, and Yang and Yang. Like, I said this again. Also, I can't talk about original characters, and it'd be weird. It's like me trying to predict like Giovanna from Guilty Gear Strive, when that's impossible unless it got leaked or some type of form of information came out already. Alright, y'all already know my next pick. The next pick gonna be the character that really made me love Street Fighter 4 in the first place. I'ma need Juri. I know Juri right now for a lot of people is like the biking, but for Street Fighter, where people be like, people don't actually play this character. But I'll be honest, I did not like how she played in Street Fighter 5 at all. Juri was one of my least favorite characters in that game. I'm not gonna lie to you. They took away her dive kick. Her critical arts is kind of meh in my opinion. I don't think she sucks. I think just for my taste of gameplay, Juri was not in Street Fighter 5. However, if this game is using the RE engine, bro, we cannot pass up looking at Juri in the RE engine. Don't lie, don't sleep. So now we have the last 6 characters. You know what? If Capcom came up to you right now, everybody that's watching this video, and asked for your top 6 most wanted characters for the Street Fighter 6 mainline installment of Street Fighter, what should it be? Comment down below and tell me why. Now at this point, I think we should get a little bit crazy. I'm telling you guys right now, Capcom is not making another installment of Darkstalkers. I really don't see them doing it right now. It's not even in their business plans. Unless the Capcom Fighting Collection actually puts the interest in that direction. But that game would have to sell a lot. A lot. So I'm going to just put it like this. Why not just bring in other characters from other Street Fighter franchises? So let's get Morgan from Darkstalkers, Vampire Savior in this game. Why wouldn't you want Morgan? Then my brain even got even crazier with this list. This wouldn't happen in a million years, but what if Capcom got Kyo from KOF into Street Fighter 6? You're probably like, okay, now you're reaching. Yeah, it kind of can be, but let's look at KOF All-Stars. It's currently having a Street Fighter crossover. Why can't Capcom request Kyo? You know what? I actually would like Terry Bogard more now that I'm thinking about this in the game. But like regardless, you know y'all want, you know people want SNK versus Capcom 3. I could keep going on and on with characters. However, I want to hold out some of these characters just for the future. And I think the last character that should be coming to the game, just for the people, and this got announced during Black History, but so go ahead and get people Sean back into Street Fighter. Go ahead and put him in there, let him rock. The only other character I'm really like biased towards, and I may not even play like that, I like her, but I like Ibuki a lot, and Sakura. But other than that, like I want to know what y'all would pick for a starting roster, because I don't think any fighting game you make nowadays, you can't please everyone with a roster. It's very impossible. But you got to make it to where you're pleasing the masses instead of trying to please everyone. So there's that. This has been my Street Fighter 6 character roster wish list for the game. I'm very excited for Street Fighter 6. Subscribe for more things FGC and RPG such as Square Enix and stuff like that. It's your boy Yaya. Tell me down below once again who you really want to see in Street Fighter 6, man. And remember, you guys are golden and that is raw. Squalla, peace, and I'm out.
I've been a devil, I need me an arc in the heart of my breathing, I feel like time's right. Walking this bitch